morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world of darkness. And welcome once again to Freeze over New York, the Wendigo Pure Tribe venue. Uh, I don't know what the fuck is happening, so please, Vinny, talk to us about your feelings.
Well, over the pack link, the Hunters of the Lost are going to feel their beta dying.
Oh, it's
She
okay, man.
is
Look,
slowly but surely expiring as she is crawling through the blizzard within the set, bleeding, leaving a huge amount of blood uh, behind as she has one hand over the place where her stomach had been, holding her entrails in, and she finally just sort of collapses out of exhaustion, trying to keep herself together, trying to keep from bleeding out, and her eyes just sort of fix and look up at the umbral sky.
well, that's something.
I'm gonna assume that all of us were together and we all came together and we were about to say, "Hey, what's going on, guys?" And then this happened.
I guess probably. Well, of course, Tori and Xavier feel that, and yeah, there's probably going to be a howl uh, coming across the set calling Vigilant Poe's name, and Tori is going to run. So I hope that Xavier is able to run with his cane super fast or something like that.
That is actually what my tribe does. Thank you very much.
Marathon blind man.
Yeah, no, Emmett's if Emmett was next to
Mhm.
you guys, he's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
just
Let's
following right behind you.
make it simple.
Probably in
So,
Hispo form, assuming he's
yeah.
probably gonna go into battle, possibly.
Mm, so Kotori is probably the first to arrive, and he sees that Callie is bleeding out.
Kelly
Uh,
has a gash that's literally about 4 inches wide, going all the way from her collarbone down to her hips, and it's open. You can see rib cage and muscle and sinew. You can see intestines and stomach and all of that just barely being held in by her hand.
Shit, 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 shit.
Tori is actually going to walk uh, very calmly to Kali, and even if probably the backlink is pretty much out right now. I guess that's the general feeling that we're having, right? Right?
I think she's too stunned at the moment to say
Mm.
anything, so it's just
Yeah,
more of that
it's a
gurgle.
sensation. It's a sensation.
Um,
So, yeah, go on.
oh, I was just gonna say, Emmett's not sure what's happening. He doesn't have a telepathic link with anybody. He just sees Callie open. Um, so he literally just runs over.
Yeah.
Goes back into Hamid. He just pulls out a guy's breath.
Mm.
Um, spins-
I was going to ask you get her, make her roll over so I can heal her.
yeah, no, he'll spin a gnosis for the guy's breath. Like,
Mm.
I'm assuming that she's on the brink of dying.
She's at 6 act.
Yeah. How much is your rage?
5.
Uh, I'm going to spend a gnosis to pour some guy's breath on you, and I'm going to make actually, just for good
Yeah.
measure,
So
I'm going to make a medicine roll. You actually think like, what could have done that? I wonder.
let's both see. Are we seeing the effects of frostbite?
Oh, her hands are fucked.
Her
Yeah.
pants are what?
Her hands
Oh.
are literally like cold and pale
So
and slightly
they
blue,
they both have
discolored.
the same amount of successes, and I assume Katori and Emmett both look at each other at the same time and just say, Wendigo, Wendigo.
And Kotori, as he's applying the he's applying the gas breath, he's just sending, a message through Packlink. Actually, has she announced that she's Adrian
Yeah.
to the pack?
Well,
Yeah. No.
yeah. Wastinger put
No.
out the
Yeah.
HAL during the
No.
scene. It's just Shelby hasn't posted
Okay.
the HAL.
Then through the backlink, he say you might be Adrian, but you are foolish. As he's applying the gas breath to stitch her back together.
Yeah, with Emmett's and Katori's guy's breath, I think Callie's back up to full.
Yeah, because that's 8 combined.
Yeah.
She's still shivering and not.
And he's just going to sit on her in his paw, like, rough.
Okay.
Just trying to do my duty.
Yes, and doing your duty would work better if you told us beforehand.
Okay, so what the hell happened?
Can we not do this in the Umbra?
Alright.
Okay, he's
Let's go
going
ahead.
to, can she actually stand up or not? Because otherwise he's going to drag you.
At this point, I think she's just a bit too emotionally and physically exhausted.
Okay, then he's going to ask Emmett to, or anyone else who's there, like the blind guy who's just probably probing Callie with his cane, like probably
Hey,
not saying anything but going like ha ha ha. I told you. So how does it feel to be down? Come on, you psycho, say something. Don't play the broody silent type.
But what if I like to play it?
That is kind of what he plays.
Ooh. Okay, so
Let's just say that he will be there as soon as you pop out from the Umbra.
okay, so basically, Kotori probably asked Emmett to put Callie on his back, and he's crossing.
Yep. Within a couple of minutes, a couple of Glasswalker can hook everyone up with some hot chocolate, especially Callie. Oh God, especially Callie.
Emmett, you will see Night Eye sitting there playing with some of the Glasswalker can, some of the younger kid ones. She'll actually kind of look up at you.
Hey, something's up with Callie. We're gonna go figure out what happened. You wanna come with?
What did my tribe sister do now? And follows Emmett.
Her quote is, doing her duty. As he gets hot chocolate.
Natalia's gonna follow up with Night Eyes.
Natalia, come. Just be quiet. Alright, so we'll follow Emmett. To poor Callie.
Yep. And now everyone has hot chocolate.
We cannot do this without hot chocolate.
Not Eyes will kind of give a look to Xavier when she sees the sunglasses and blind stick, but she will quickly turn her attention to Callie because her danger is more imminent.
Callie is on Xavier's back, her arms just hanging limp over his shoulders, her fingertips, all the way past her knuckles, are still blue.
What? I'm gonna go ahead and spend a point of Gnosis and use Mother's Touch on her.
Yeah, she's fully healed.
Okay. And we
The
just need
problem
to
with
see what's
her
going
hands
on.
is someone else's doing.
Um,
Well, I'm sitting
what
on
would I
you,
need
young
to roll?
lady.
What would I need to roll to see if I would know what was going on with this? Occult medicine, maybe?
Just raw
Perception
intelligence.
and spirit lore, I would say, probably difficulty 9.
Okay, spirit lore and what?
Perception? Or
Okay.
intelligence spirit lore, whichever you prefer, I guess.
Okay, I'll do that lore.
You're blind. What are you talking about?
Intelligence, spirit lore, not
And
that.
plus, he's not. Well, Xavier's thing is weird.
2 successes.
I got 4.
Some kind of spirit mark. Likely from Wendigo.
Does she have spirit heritage Wendigo's brood now?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I would be able to help with this a little bit. I'm going to look
Spirit
around and
affinity?
motion to Xavier to sit her down on some of the rocks and start looking her over. I know what I need to do. I'm just seeing if I can do it.
You're gonna have to talk to Duncan on that one.
Yeah, but he's going to be away all day.
So I got Wendigo lore 2 and Spirit lore 2. Do I need to roll for this one?
She has Wendigo lore?
You have Wendigo lore?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Tribal heritage. Tribal heritage.
Oh, someone has the same idea for me for a
Someone was
for the main
doing
character.
cyber
No, I wasn't.
No, actually, he didn't know about that. It's like on some things I get a Wendigo roll because I would instinctively know something, but I don't know much because I wasn't raised by my blood tribe. Okay, technically, there is nothing I can do for Callie right now. I don't have the right ritual. So she's just kind of like looking Callie over and making sure she's not in a lot of pain.
It's a very relative term at the moment.
That's what I meant. I mean, Callie could not really expect us to do much else for her. We would probably need a Wendigo here.
We had a Wendigo. Then Wendigo ate him.
He's in prison.
Uh,
Anyway,
so Callie, what did you do?
I brought a heart to Wendigo. A heart of a spiral that we killed in Pangea. It's something I vowed to do, and I set out to do it. Wendigo took exception that it wasn't Blitzkrieg.
and it's not the one that you promised.
You tried to trick a great spirit.
Are you
Congratulations.
out of your fucking mind? She looks up at Sophia. I brought this to him because I swore when I was in Pangea that I would bring it to him, regardless of whose it was.
Callie, I'm gonna state this once. They're finicky. If they want something, they feel like they don't need to tell you exactly what they want. You should just know.
She literally narrows her eyes and looks at Sophia. How does that have any bearing on what just happened here?
Well, I'm assuming he punished you.
He is blaming me for Blitzkrieg's howls. And that I vouched for him. And that I needed to be punished. It hadn't been... I am tasked now with bringing the warder's heart to Wendigo.
Oh, shit.
That's gonna be fun for you.
Hmm.
Am I the only one who's getting the idea that this thing needs to go forcefully if needed?
We.
So,
That's.
so you're saying that we have to find a way to get rid of the actual spirit of Wendigo, not an avatar, not a representation, but Wendigo itself.
We have to try and force
Yeah.
that out of the set. We might as well go ahead and, while we're at it, after we finish the Wendigo, head on down to Malthy's and go punch the worm right in the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blitzkrieg signed his death warrant with his words, apparently.
Mm. Which is there's something that I must that must elude me because I thought that Wendigo say he hasn't been fair as he was saying he was, that he refused to enforce the law of the nation. Mm, has Wendigo actually told you what part of this howl offended him?
His words were exactly what he howled.
Hmm.
No more, no less. He feels that Blitzkrieg telling that no-name Fianna what for was somehow unfair. I'm not really sure what to think anymore. I know that
Uh,
Wendigo is completely unreasonable. There is no.
oh, he's reasonable, just well, under good circumstances, which are probably once every century.
If you happen to be of his brood, I'm sure that there's at least a little leeway that you have. She'll sit up and she'll zip up her parka over
Mm-hmm.
her bare
Uh-huh.
chest.
Vinny, how do you intend to get up when I'm sitting on you in his form?
Well,
She'll
like,
push your ass off.
No. I refuse.
Did we have a rule, sir?
I'm joking. If you want to get up, you will get up. Your Parker is no match for my fur.
She'll slip out from under Katori and cover herself as best she can with her parka. So we have a couple of choices in front of us. One is we go and confront Blitzkrieg and see what he says. Essentially ask him if he's willing to lay down and die. Which I think we all know the answer to that. It's not the choice I want in front of me, but it's seemingly the only one I have is if I don't deliver that heart within the next 2 weeks, I'm dead.
Mm. Wendigo only deals with absolutes.
Yes. The other is we talk to Mother L and see if there's anything she can do, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The third is, as much as I hate to say it, we find a totem of equal strength in opposition to Wendigo's decree.
Katori squints his eyes and say, "Are you suggesting to summon Fenrir?"
let them fight.
That's
She
what I
looks
was
over at
saying all
Katori.
along.
I said it's an option. I'm not suggesting.
Yeah. I'm not going to agree with this set transforming into a fucking battleground.
As
The Totem of Wendigo wants to destroy one of the most adept warriors of our sept in Blitzkrieg. He wants to destroy Kachina, one of the most adept theurges of the sept. He wants to destroy me. He has destroyed Book. His anger is absolute, and there's no swaying him from it.
I agree with Callie. This has to stop now. In some way.
all right, look, I don't know anything about spirit stuff. That's all Katori, you, Keeper of the Land Raya, and Night Eyes. But if we're seriously talking about this, we got to take this up with the Sept Elders, and we need to evacuate the Sept.
The only one that should be concerned with this are Mother Larissa, Raya, and the Right Master of the Sept. Because I am not going to let anyone summon something that big just out of the blue because they think it's a solution to our problem right now.
We don't have any good choices in front of us.
Yes, but I am saying it.
I'm not trying to imply, Katori, that I want to summon Fenrir here. I'm a child of Pegasus, remember?
Yes, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one you want to summon. If you want to summon something that big, you have to refer to it with the Master of Rights. Because it doesn't matter if you're an Adrian right now, you'll get smacked. Just like
I'm
anyone
not
else.
looking to summon anything, Katori says, sort of annoyed and in a considerable amount of discomfort, especially with her hands as she's trying to grip the cup. She's taken like the heat sleeve off and just completely holding it in her hands at this point.
Mm.
We need to talk to Mother L.
But Blitzkrieg, the problem is that Blitzkrieg digged his own grave.
That's the
Because
fast solution for this, is to simply kill Blitzkrieg.
I know, but I
It was
think
the
I
shittiest of
understand.
solutions.
I understand probably where part of the problem comes from. The problem right now is that Blitzkrieg talk about fairness. He indeed show fairness to our kinfolks. Problem is that I think that Wendigo actually took great offense in his way of dealing with the duty of a Garud to mate and breed, which haven't been equals right now for some of us.
I haven't heard anyone pressure Sam to breed. That whole spiel from Ted, whose deeds I have never heard, is news to me.
It may not be explicit, but there's always the implication there.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, what I do in my bedroom is none of that Cleoth's business.
It doesn't matter if it's not of this clay of business. You are Keeper of the Land, you're an Arun, a Black Fury, you're an Adrian. It doesn't change the fact that if a Philodox feels that you do not respect the litany, if he thinks that, then he might only be a Cleve, but oldest and higher ranks of Philodox might talk to you about it, and that's their duty as keepers of a litany. The litany is very broad in its interpretation. But
She'll just look at Katori, and she'll narrow her eyes. When I am ready to have children, I will have children. Any other concern that there is about that is moot.
And then all you have to do is make that clear.
It's not anyone's business. If the elders wish to ask me that, I'll tell them what my plans are. But I am still 19 years old, and I have only just begun to really establish myself as an adult. I am not bringing a child into this world until after I am a capable mother.
We're not telling you to do it right now. We're just trying to clear things up. Don't come on at us.
This is my interpretation of what angers Wendigo. Wendigo doesn't care about such a thing. He is using this as a way to prove that Blitzkrieg words are not absolute in his fairness. This is just what I'm pointing out. It's not about you and what happens inside your bedroom. Outside of punching hole in the bedroom, when I'm next to your bedroom, that's actually annoying. But
She'll just look at Katori. Have you been listening in?
and he just he looks at her and goes, "You know I sleep in lupus, right? I sleep in my breed form. And I'm talking about you punching holes. I don't know why you would punch hole while mating." And that he says in the backlink.
She just suddenly goes a bit pale and just like face palms hard enough that there is a slight echo that comes out around them.
Night Eyes cocks her head and continues listening and playing with her pendant.
But yes, we all agree at least on something. This needs to be brought up to Mother Larissa, to the Beta of this sept, and to the Master of Rites.
What is needs to be brought down?
John, check the pack chat.
Conversation.
Check the pack chat. Check the pack chat.
Rolling for rage.
Don't forget to spend that willpower.
No,
He's good.
No way. I'm not gonna spend willpower. What moon is this?
It's Gibbous.
Winning Gibbous.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. Oh shit!
It's
Like,
a
what-
different. If he's in Hamid, it's difficulty 6.
No,
'Cause
fine.
Okay, he's good. He's good.
I'm
Okay.
Adrian. I'm Adrian. I get +1.
That's right. My bad.
You guys don't hear anything. Just like a silent Travis comes, sits, looks around, waits for shit to happen. He waits for shit to happen. He looks at Natalie, like Natalie is there. Just like raise an eyebrow.
Yeah.
And then looks around.
Where all of this is going, Natalie has been biting her hand because Night Eyes told her to be quiet, and over all this is going is like, oh, this is so difficult.
So, if we are to take this to higher ups, we should hurry.
I'm waiting to get an answer back from somebody.
Add a character note, Duncan's not going to be on today, and Max went offline like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, but at least if we had chance and could get Robert, that would be.
Actually, Travis,
From Packlink. From Pack. Kelly, is that somebody Wasp Stinger?
Huh?
He asked you if that somebody is Wasp Stinger from Packlink.
Somebody who?
No.
You
You said you are getting an answer from somebody.
Hello.
Nope.
No.
That's who she wanted.
Yeah, it's my mentor. Yay. Wiggle, wiggle.
So Callie will send one of the kin off to fetch Jace's the Storm to basically say, hey, the Garu of the Sept needs you.
And Chases will, of course, respond. And he will have the kinfolk lead him. Where is Chase's lead?
Into the Tolarian side of the Heart of the King. By the way, you have an echo record.
I do? Hold on.
Yeah.
Is that better?
That's much better.
All right. Okay. So, who is all here right now? Who am I looking at?
You're looking at Night Eyes, Natalia, Emmett, Callie, Xavier, Katori, and Travis.
Chases a Storm will walk in Hamid form. And just sort of look around.
They all look pretty shitty at the moment.
Hmm.
Callie
What?
will look up at Chase's. We need to talk.
Do we know? Why is that?
Wendigo has made his ultimatum. I'm sure you heard his decree.
I did.
I went to the totem to offer him the gift that I promised. Or one of the gifts I swore to give him. The heart of a spiral that was slain. Regardless of what his decrees were. It was a word I gave, and it was a word I intended to keep. In doing so, he has tasked me with bringing him the heart of Blitzkrieg. Someone, he said, that does not uphold the laws and fairness of this nation. And if I do not do this, in 2 weeks' time, he will take my heart as well. I've done everything I can try to do. I've got nothing left. I either kill one of my best friends or die. And I may not be the only one to suffer. Anyone else who annoys that great totem spirit that has invaded our sept. Anyone who angers him slightly will likely fall under his claws and fangs as well.
So, what you decided to do is, instead of leaving it up to Blitzkrieg's choice, is you went and you poked the angry bear, and you want to know how I would fix it. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that's not. I went there to fulfill my word that I gave. Nothing more, nothing less. I was bringing that heart to Blitzkrieg. Out of character, to Wendigo, regardless of what Blitzkrieg had said or done. I'd said that I was going to give that heart to Wendigo, and I meant it. Wendigo is angry at me because I vouched for Blitzkrieg. Because I said there was much more work he could do and good for the nation he could do if he were to be spared. Wendigo had accepted Blitzkrieg, would have accepted Blitzkrieg's tribute to become a member of Wendigo up until a few hours ago. When, as Wendigo put it, Blitzkrieg was unfair in his tradition of how to deal with the Fianna of Lady Lightning's pack.
Which I never see before.
You saw him. You just didn't really talk with him.
I have done everything I can to try and show Wendigo that this sept is earnest in their attempts to try and make things right and to appease him. Kachina was earnest when he tried to petition Dolphin and requested for Dolphin to come and asked him if there would be any dire consequences when it came to binding Dolphin into the tree alongside one of Fenrir's brood in Bergir. Blitzkrieg has done everything he can as an individual to try and stem hundreds of years of anger and racism. And that is not enough. This totem means to destroy China, means to destroy Blitz, means to destroy me, and anyone else that gets in its worldview of what deserves to live and what doesn't. I have no answers left, Chase. Raya.
Sorry, say that again out of character?
I have no answers left, Chase's Raya. I have done everything I can do. I tried as hard as I could to make sure that our sect wasn't weakened by an angry spirit and his requests. There's nothing more that I can do, I fear.
Callie, what happens now happens between Blitzkrieg and Wendigo.
You don't understand, Chases. I was instructed specifically to take that heart to Wendigo.
Then when Blitz goes, if it be his choice, walk beside him as he takes his final steps.
She walks up to Chases and just falls to her knees in front of him. I can't watch another friend die.
Callie, we are facing chases the storm and lean down, and he'll look Callie in the eyes. That
Is there no other way? There are 12 other totems in this nation, not just Wendigo.
So who would you call? Who would you call that wouldn't start a war?
I don't know. I honestly don't know at this point. But Tenna,
The only ones that Wendigo would accept to even listen slightly would either be Turtle or Tina, but Wendigo is still the white and frozen north of vengeance. His heart is cold.
There is another Katori.
Griffin?
Oh.
And it says very cheerfully.
Yeah, I'm going to make a spirit check because if it's Griffin, then I'm going to be like, nope, that's not the best
Yeah, no,
idea ever.
the Glasswalker's getting the fuck up out of here. He's gonna be like, no, I'll see y'all later.
Can I make it?
4. I got 4.
I would like to
Oh
spirit lore
god.
check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a spirit lore myself.
I got
Actually,
4.
question if would making a Wendigo lore make it easier for check or not?
No.
Okay, so I'm going
This
to
is
spirit
going to be
lore.
plain spirit lore.
Okay.
So just your spirit lore, nothing else with it in the roll?
No, spirit lore intelligence.
So if creative logic works,
Xavier.
would be 6.
Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
For you get to roll spirit lore or silent strider lore, whichever is greater.
I can re-roll Silent Strider lore and go with what has the highest successes.
Why is it the same right now?
Hmm?
Is it the same right now?
This is the Spirit lore check, and it has 4 successes. If
No, I mean, which is higher right now? Your spirit
it's
lore
the same.
or your... It's the same? Go ahead and do that then. Okay?
Okay.
So right now you have 4 successes.
And this
Katori,
is Strider lore. 1, 2, oh, yeah. 2, 4, 6 with Silent Strider lore. If
Xavier, pausing you for a moment.
mhm.
Night Eyes does not get it. Callie,
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
how many successes is that?
4.
No.
Whew.
What was your difficulty?
No, it was a threshold.
Katori,
Mm-hmm.
you got 6 successes?
If creative logic works. If not, then no, it's 4.
I'll give you creative logic.
And it's the same with me.
Mm-hmm.
Chases the Storm will look directly at Xavier and say one word. Amat.
Oh god. No.
Do I get something different or do I get the same name?
Yep. He says it when you guys think of it.
Oh. Oh yes.
Who is this Amat?
He turns to Xavier.
I don't know how Amat is treated as a spirit in the game, so could you guys just give me a hand on this one? Also?
Amat, if I'm correct, because I think he's the one who eats heart, right?
Yeah.
Who eats the heart? Yeah.
It's normally that.
Amat. Go ahead.
Go on, Robert.
Chases the Storm will take a deep breath and he will say, Amat is the spirit of supreme judgment amongst the Striders. The Striders tell a tale that when we all die, we are to present our spirits in front of these great scales, and it weighs our actions, our deeds, and our thoughts against the weight of nothing more than a feather. If our soul weighs more than the feather, Amat will eat the heart of the judged.
He is known as Devourer of Dead, Eater of Hearts.
Wonderful. And you think by Blitzkrieg, potentially me and Kashina going before Amat, this would dissuade.
Hmm. I don't want to break down your hopes, but this judgment doesn't actually call for Kachina. It is about you, and it is about Blitzkrieg especially. The deal with Kachina hasn't been resigned, so I do not actually think that this will make a difference. This is about Blitzkrieg.
Robert,
Mm-hmm.
may I say that with Strider Lord 3, if Amat judges them and finds them, um, what's the word? God damn it.
Wanting.
Innocent, guilty.
If he finds them innocent, if she, I'm sorry, if she finds them innocent, can I say with Strider Lord 3 that they would probably go under the protection of Silent Striders?
Here's what you get with Strider Lore 3. They're not dead. They're not ready to be judged.
Mm.
Okay. But there is one way I know how to do it.
Hmm.
So Xavier just, but in order to have help from Mott, she needs to judge you and find you innocent. But she only judges the dead.
Mm.
But there is one way to do this.
I see where you're going with this.
I think you do. But
Yeah,
it's
because we
going to
are-
work for only a limited
Mm.
window of time, and if Amat finds you guilty,
Then
it's
it's
game
over.
over completely.
Mm.
So I
But
think
it keeps us. With it, we can prevent Wendigo from killing Blitzkrieg outright.
Mm.
yes, we can actually. Even such a spirit as Wendigo would probably listen to the Judge of Souls.
Mm.
And it
Well,
would protect the Sept. She'll look to Chases for that as well.
mm. Mm. Mm.
Chases?
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm doing something ST.
Mm. Mm.
Furiously texting.
Mm.
Sorry.
Katrina is still on the balance. So no.
All right.
Before we continue, Robert,
Mm-hmm.
if they do this, and if Amat passes judgment on them and finds them innocent, would what I said be effective?
Well,
Say that again.
If we do this, and if Amat finds them innocent after the judgment, would what I say be in effect?
Hmm.
it's kind of hard because I don't think actually Wendigo gives a single fuck.
That is a hard thing. I would have to talk to the other STs about that.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. Now, as we are all discussing this, all of you are going to hear a howl. All of you are going to hear from inside of the heart of the cairn where you are something of great anger and pain, sadness, but just a little bit of hope. You hear the voice of Blitzkrieg howling against the wind of Wendigo's rage. Great Wendigo, you send an Adrian to murder an Athro. This goes against the litany. I wish to empower my Guru brothers and sisters, not to destroy them. So I ask this, to resolve our differences and part ways in peace. We have a Guru currently in custody. His name is Ben. Ben is of your tribe, and although a mighty warrior, he committed a crime, the crime of killing another Guru in the depths of worm-tainted rage. This Guru was of my blood, my kin, but I have not killed Ben. I have allowed Guru justice to prevail. Empower him as your avatar. Strengthen his bones so that he may fight honorably with me, and should he fail, you would depart this place with Antonio and Alan's hearts, and name me a name of my choosing instead of Wormbringer. Should I fail, you will have my heart. I ask that if I win also, you will not take the hearts of Kachina or Kali, or any of the Guru or kin that grace this sept, for they are my family, and their deaths would wound me, as much as losing one of my own kin would, and as much as losing one of your own kin would wound you. You would have your people make no war on this sept, and we would part as wary allies once again. That is the howl that you hear from Blitzkrieg. And Chases will stand up. And he will brush off his robe. And he will place a finger underneath Callie's chin.
She is actively weeping at this point.
She is what? Actively
Actively
weeping?
weeping.
He will place a finger under Callie's chin and raise her eyes to meet his. Blitzkrieg has made his decision, thus. Do not dishonor him in this.
She swallows hard and nods.
We will have no more talk of bringing other spirits into the sept. For Blitzkrieg has made his decision. Do I make myself clear? You are strong, Callie. Seeing people, seeing Guru that you knew, that you grew up with, go out and die. Never gets easier. But we have to continue. There is a fight. There is a mother who needs her children.
Callie just nods. I understand, Raya.
Good. Go. All of you. Go be with Blitzkrieg. As Wendigo makes his decision. Go say goodbye to your brother.
Kelly just gets up. She doesn't say anything. And she goes to where she heard the howl come from Blitzkrieg. She doesn't listen to anyone if they try and stop her. She just goes.
Xavier grabs Kelly's arm and walks with her.
Hmm. Katori watch them go, and actually he's going to go into another direction. He's going to go to Morning Kill's place because he actually have, contrary to some people, he needs to say goodbye to two persons.
Night Eyes sighing will watch Callie and them leave and mutter, "Death is always around the corner." And stand up, dust herself off, pull out the envelope, and start counting on her fingers. But one finger up and go, "I will read it. I won't read it," and walk off doing that.
Nanika, did you stay at an earshot of Callie?
No, she waited to say anything after you left.
Super.
That still earns a look. Emmett's about to say something.
Yeah. Emmett could say something. Emmett's her little boy. He can always say something to her.
He's not this time. But if any of you have seen that AP student that just has that one more fucking thing that they have to deal with, that's Emmett right now. Sleep deprivation doesn't have too much. There's not much you can really hide after a certain point with charisma performance. Everyone can see the bags under his eyes, just the slouchiness he kind of has. He doesn't get a lot of sleep nowadays. And he just kind of exhales, thinking that he's not going to get a lot of sleep now. Even less than he did.
So Night Eyes will pat Chase's shoulder and say goodbye to him, and she'll tell Emmett I'll be at my apartment if you guys need me. You know my number.
Mm-hmm.
There's some things I need to take care of first. And she'll start ripping the envelope open as she walks off.
And with that, I guess we can call it a scene. Thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching, and we'll see you next time.